What's going on, fellow rock and rollers? If I'm pointing to right here, I am live on Facebook, K of Awesome Music. If I'm pointing over here, I am live on YouTube. So we are live on two different platforms right now, just to have fun with it and do something a little creative. So today is Sunday, July 6th. Peace and love, a thumbs up, and AK cowbunk and rock and roll. And guess what we got for you today? We have put this on our Teachers Pay Teachers page. Yes, we're doing a couple live segments on some games and activities and songs that we've created over the last several years. So as a way to promote, as a way to kind of do something a little different on the page than just songs that we have pre-recorded already and videos that we've done pre-recorded. It's nice to go live, as they say. And we're going to show you a little game that we created called Music by Color, right? Music by pick a color, any color sort of thing, right? Lots of different colors. Woo! Okay, nice. Lots of different colors. Music by color. It's a game that I created at more of like a learning activity or exercise or tool to learn piano without knowing how to read. Now, some people, if you've known, I've been in the developmentally disabled those who have intellectual disabilities, developmental disabilities, or special needs community for the last 15 years. And I don't want to assume that everybody can read. Not everybody can read. Not everybody knows their alphabet, and that's okay. But most people know their colors, right? Because they look at the rainbow and they see colors, or they see the grass and it's green, and apples are red, and so on and so forth. So I made a mnemonic device using all the letters A through G, because that's what music is based off of, and just using the white keys for now to keep it really simple. I created this game, an activity called Music by Color. And you can think of it like paint by number, right? Have you ever seen those paint by numbers, and number one is like the red, and then you would paint in the red and then just for that number? Well, that's sort of the same idea with this. And I've created a mnemonic device for A, apple red, B, blueberry blue, C, cotton candy pink, because cotton candy's original color was pink, D, daffodil, dandelion, daisy, yellow, right? Because those are all yellow. E, egg yolk, which is orange, right? Egg yolk is orange. F for fig Newton, purple, right? Because figs are purple. And G, grass, green, right? And so that's the mnemonic device to kind of help us of these things that we see in the world. And then we learn by color. So instead of it being like writing out the letters E, E, D, C, or I would write out orange, yellow, pink for that. And because that's E for orange, D for yellow, and C for pink. And so this is what it is. There's 56 songs. That's right. 56 songs. 56 songs that I've done this way. Is a simple way of learning how to play a bunch of simple songs, children's songs. Some are just like fun little riffs from parts of songs. Lots of fun stuff. So if that sounds cool to you, feel free to pick that up for yourself on the Teachers Pay Teachers link that I put in the description, both here, over here to my right on YouTube, and over here to my left on Facebook. So, and a simple example of this is doing Mary Had a Little Lamb. So play along with me, sing along, and we do it by color, right? And with this game that I've created, it's got a whole bunch of musical sheets in there with this color-coded system. Pretty neat, right? So good way to learn music. If you don't know how to read, you can still enjoy playing music. So let's do orange, yellow, pink, yellow, orange, 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 yellow, 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 orange, green, green, orange, yellow, pink, yellow, orange, 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 yellow, yellow, orange, yellow, pink. And that's how you play Mary Had a Little Lamb, just using 4 different colors: orange, yellow, pink, and green. And the green only happens once. So it's mostly orange, yellow, and pink. Really cool, right? And so with this game, in addition to the 56 songs that you would get, simple song sheets to go along with it, you would also get the color-coded system, and you could cut those out and then put them on and like tape them onto your piano if you don't want to color them. Or if you want to get real fun and silly with it, you could do what I did and actually color the piano. All the F notes are purple, as you can see, right? They're kind of faded now, but I know where they are. G is green, right? And it goes so on and so forth throughout the piano, because there's lots of different A's, lots of different B's, lots of different C's, and it continues on and on and on with that. Okay, so I'll show you here on Facebook, because we're here live on Facebook too, right? I was basically playing orange, yellow, and pink a lot there, and then going to green, right? I color-coded my piano because I used to bring this to different places in person. I don't want to assume everybody had a piano, so I would bring this around, color-coded my piano. Music by color. Pretty neat, right? Something interesting to think about instead of just reading musical notes traditionally or writing out the notes of the alphabet. I didn't want to assume everybody knew it. So you can get music by color. Feel free to go into the link in the description here after the video. You can see music by color. Think of it like paint by number, right? Not people paint by number, except it's music by color. And it's a lot of fun. 56 songs I put in there, 56 simple songs to learn. It comes with the sheets for the color coded system. It also comes with what each note should be colored to. So you can like put it down on a marker or on crayon. You can actually color your keyboard if you want. If you don't want to do that, you can cut out the colors that I have in the sheet that comes with the activity, and then you could tape it on there, right? Especially just using one octave. If you only want to use one octave, that's fine too. So you're only playing in one spot of the piano. You don't have to tape your entire piano, or you could tape the entire piano with those color coded notes and turn it into like an arts and crafts project in addition to playing it on the piano. So music by color. And that's what I got for us today. And I'm going to really quickly see if I can put this into the chat here let's see if I can put this into the chat. Yep, we're going to do it right now into the area. This is where you can get it if you really enjoy what I'm talking about here. And I'm going to try to do the same thing. I don't know if I could do this on Facebook. I'm not sure. Maybe I could click on featured links and type and sort of have that. Oh yeah, music by color. Show music by color. So we're showing it right now on the screen. One is featured on the screen on Facebook, and the other one I put in the link in the description on YouTube Live. I've never done this sort of multitasking type of multi-streaming like this. It's something new that I've been trying out over the last few weeks. So music by color, feel free to get it. This is great for homeschooling parents. This is great for those looking to alternatively learn music, those who have special needs that maybe don't know how to read or know the alphabet, but know their colors and can learn a cool way to play music and be confident with it and learning. Think about it, over 50 songs you could learn. It's pretty sweet. And so if you like any of this, what I've gone on through here, you could also look onto our Teachers Pay Teachers site, which is just Teachers Pay Teachers, I believe, .com/store/Jim-Gaven, Gaven is how you spell my last name. Of course, this is through Key of Awesome Music, as you see it right here on our logo. And our logo is right behind me here on YouTube, right? And on Facebook. Super cool. Feel free to leave a star if you're on Facebook. Thanks so much for tuning in. Music by color. You can't beat it. Something new, something a little different, a fun game to, especially over the summer, continue learning music or just learning it in general for the first time. A great way to spend some extra time if you have this free time when you're not in school. So peace and love, a thumbs up, and aka cowbunga and rock and roll. Music by color. I'm going to play again and say the colors that I have the mnemonic device that I created for Mary Had a Little Lamb. Feel free to follow along if you're on YouTube or on Facebook. Orange, yellow, pink, yellow, orange, 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 yellow, 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 orange, green, green, orange, yellow, pink, yellow, orange, 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 yellow, yellow, orange, yellow, pink. And that is music by color with simple songs. Thanks so much for tuning in. Peace and love, a thumbs up, aka cowbunga and rock and roll. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.